Today we're talking about what does your Atlanta homeowners insurance policy cover after Hurricane Helene. But we've got all kinds of questions since Hurricane Helene hit in the Atlanta, Georgia area. Hey, do I have coverage? Do I not? And so today we're going to answer some of these questions for you. So let's get started on it. Before we do though, make sure to share, subscribe, and like the channel below. Hi, I'm Chris, the flood insurance guru, and more than 12 years ago, I bought a house in a high-risk flood zone here in Georgia. I thought my homeowner's insurance covered flood. I didn't know I needed an extra policy. And so today, I'm gonna help you avoid some of the mistakes I didn't know when understand what's covered and what's not. So today we're talking about what does home insurance cover on your Atlanta, Georgia home? Or specifically what we're really talking about here, what does it not cover? So let's talk about water damage first of all. When it comes to most home insurance companies in Atlanta, Georgia, they're not covering flood damage for you. But what exactly is flood damage? You know, oh, my house flooded, my toilet backed up, a pipe burst. But those are all typical situations that would fall under a traditional home insurance policy. But we're talking about flood damage here. We're talking about surface water that has entered your property from the outside, usually rainwater, river, lake, and has actually entered the property. That's going to be considered flood damage. These kinds of things typically are not covered by Atlanta, Georgia homeowners insurance policies. So it's important to understand that in Atlanta, Georgia, you need home insurance and you need flood insurance to make sure you have the proper protection. You also need auto insurance and umbrella insurance, but all these overall things. So make sure that you have those things in place. Now let's talk about how the deductibles are going to work differently on flood insurance than they are home insurance. On flood insurance, you're going to have a deductible for building coverage. You're going to have a separate deductible for contents coverage. If you have additional living expenses, you're going to have a separate deductible there. While with home insurance, you might just have one deductible. You need to understand how those things are going to be different during this time frame there. And maybe you do have to file a claim for home insurance and flood insurance, understanding how these things work differently and you know why they're not covered. Maybe you're a buyer in the Atlanta, Georgia area and you're looking at properties that might be in a high-risk flood zone along the Chattahoochee River or Jackson Lake or Lake Lanier. So understand that you're going to want to have a home insurance policy and a flood insurance policy both in place to have the proper protection here. So I hope this answers some of the questions for you on what does home insurance policy cover in Atlanta, Georgia, or really what does it not cover? Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to the channel below. More videos for you here in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm Chris, the flood insurance guru, and I look forward to speaking to you in the next video. Thank you.